All right, we got 2 people in here. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Check out that, guys. Look at that beauty.
Cowboy steak going on.
You hear that sizzling? We're frying ribs.
Cowboy steak going on.
Look at that. Hey, Bobby. Yes. We've got Federico's working on the Dawgfatha. And we've got Alton on the Santa Maria. This is not a glorious creation here. Look at that beauty. Let's get in tight on these cowboy steaks. If you have any questions for either of the guys, just post them in here and I'll throw them to them. Don't they, Simon? They're going to be good. That's because his is on the left. Bobby tonight and tomorrow night and the next night. Hi, Gordon. Snowy UK. We've been told that we may get some snow this week. We'll see. You smoked a pork butt last night. Awesome, Simon. We have a couple too. It was a busy night. We are in Texas. We are in Central Texas. He's about to temp them. See where they're at.
Well, we got a ways to go.
We've got a ways to go.
This one not so much. That one might be just about ready.
Okay, yeah, I know Marion. Now you're in Virginia. Awesome. Here we go. Check that temperature. 128.8.
This one's going to go a little longer.
Yep. Love the big numbers on that. I'm wondering how long that bone is going to last. Look at that beauty. All right, let's go see what Fed's doing on the Dawgfatha.
What's
I'm not
going
gonna
on,
come
Dawgfatha? How y'all doing?
Tell us what you're doing.
All right, so we frying up some ribs. We smoked these a little bit earlier, or we put them on the Santa Maria. Got them nice and grilled up. And so now, let's go ahead and throw them in the fryer. Get them nice and tender, crispy outside, tender on the inside. And I'm just taking my temp probe as they sit in here. I'm looking for a good piece of meat. I'm just checking the tenderness. That's all that I'm doing. Checking to see just how tender it is.
So you smoked them first, and then the actual cooking is this process right now.
We grilled them.
Oh, you grilled them.
We grilled them on the Santa Maria. Yeah. Y'all joined on a little earlier. You saw us put them on with some chicken.
Our adopted friend. Cypress Blue, when I married this one came along for the package. C-Mac, we are taking a break on the jug. This is going to be a jug-free day, I believe. No, or at least till later.
Yeah, we don't get some jug, but a little
right
later.
now, we're hydrating.
We're just finishing this off before the game. We got about, 33 minutes, 32 minutes?
Oh, it's time. Oh, okay.
So 5 o'clock, I want to kind of be done.
Yeah.
So, got the cowboy cuts on. We got the ribs going. Did you show what's going on?
We have not.
What's going on with
Let's walk this way.
So we got the Yoder fired up.
Look at that, guys.
Got some queso going. Got some mac and cheese, some bacon mac and cheese going. This one we already finished with the grill. So yeah, that's what we got going on.
We're
trying to finish up.
These ribs.
124. You can see these ribeyes are starting to puff up. Oh yeah.
You are right, Bobby. No cowgirl steaks. They know better. You can see on that one, you can see the spinalis. Ooh. You can see that edge right there.
Is Daddy Dutch in there?
Oh, he was earlier, right?
It keeps
Yeah.
disappearing on me. Let's see, live chat.
Daddy Dutch said he wants this Santa Maria.
He does not want
Not
the
a
Santa Maria.
He wants
He
that
wants
Santa Maria.
this
He
Santa
wants
Maria.
this one. I don't think he's back in yet. What's that called? Dustin, what's what called? Gosh, I missed what you're asking. He said, what's that called? I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Steak is a cowboy cut steak. The cooker is a Santa Maria grill.
Okay. So yeah, so if you're talking about this device that looks like a torture device, it's called a Santa Maria. And the cool thing about it is if you see this wheel right here on the side, this wheel actually brings your cooking surface closer or away from your heat source. So when they were making the ribs earlier, you want to show us where your hand was, how high you had those ribs?
We had them up as high as here.
They're pretty tall, yeah.
So I can even feel that heat here.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the way you want to cook on this is you want to be able to hold your hand over if you're trying to say grill to get a little smoke in your meat. You want to be able to hold your hand there for a few seconds. Right now, we're doing high heat searing, so I can't really hold my hand over that right now because you can see how close the flames are. They're actually licking underneath the steak right now, so that's why I'm actually constantly flipping it right now.
Grumpy old Gringo says, good afternoon, Dawgfatha.
Now, what's going on, Gringo?
And then puts in that go bucks. Bobby, the Dawgfatha is awesome. There you go. This is the Dawgfatha. So let me back up a little bit so you can see the base of it.
And it says barbecue, you can't refuse.
And it says barbecue, you can't refuse on the edge. See that? And it's actually cut in. It's amazing.
Put your hand underneath the chest.
Oh yeah, so you can put your hand underneath. You can see the Dawgfatha dog footprint thing. So basically, if you see right here, you've got a heat source that's down here that goes to your propane. It is an amazing invention. How do I get chat to stay? Because it keeps disappearing on me.
You just touch it.
Yeah,
Okay.
touch it, yeah.
Okay, got it.
It's not going to stay, but
Gotcha. Is it a disket? No, Bobby.
it's custom made.
It's custom made. Oh, Disket's a brand. Got it. No, it is custom made. Oversized wok. Whoa. Well, so it's not quite a wok because it doesn't quite have the depth that a wok does. But the concept is similar, yeah. What do they call these cowboy? What?
Cowboy wok.
Cowboy wok, yeah. Deep fried noodles, right?
And the steak is sort of right.
Mexican Dawgfatha, yep. What was the history behind this? They would take the plow wheels, right?
Yeah.
And they would use the plow wheels to, yep. There we go, we got some more going in. All right, one's out of the pool. If you have any questions for the boys, let me know. I will throw them out to them. Cooking with Kirby uses a Dawgfatha.
What happened?
Cooking with Kirby uses a Dawgfatha.
Oh, okay.
Julie was saying that.
Everybody ready for the big game? Everybody got their beverage of choice. I hope they're finishing up on the grill just like we are.
Right.
Or the smoker, or the kitchen, or whatever it is that you're doing today.
Everybody should be hydrating with that water getting ready.
There you go, there you go. How's that stuff looking over there, sir?
Yoder's off.
Yoder's off. That means the food is ready. Oh, and you got one of those tomahawks. I'm almost done. Down to my last few ribs here. Maybe 2 more batches and we'll be done frying.
All right, so where was the question? What are you frying? Lone Wolf wants to know. So tell me again what we're frying.
All right, so what we're doing is we grilled some ribs earlier, and then we put them here in the fryer. So we're frying the ribs up in beef tallow. That's the key.
Yes.
This isn't just a regular peanut oil or anything like that. We're doing that in beef tallow.
All right, and so the question is, how much oil's in here? So we use 6 of those? 4 of those, and those are 16-ounce containers?
32 of them.
Okay.
So 4 32-ounce containers.
That can't be 32 ounces.
Something like that?
I think it's 16, yeah.
Like that?
I think it's 16. I may be wrong, but I think
I'll
it's
be like, it's
16-ounce
84
containers,
ounces,
right?
It's 72 ounces.
Yeah, right?
It's 16 inches.
5 degrees. You can always grill in 5 degrees. The heat will keep you warm there. Bay City, Texas in the house. Hey, George.
Yeah, basically, Crystal needs
Angler, are we
up.
making extra for you? You better get here before they're gone.
So there you go, man.
There we go. Let's check out these steaks. I'm going to let y'all ponder on these for a moment.
And how are we going to finish this off right quick? A little duck fat.
Okay, we're spraying a little duck fat on. So one of the tricks that you see at steak competitions is that they dip the steaks in butter afterwards, just to add that next level of richness to it. So he's spraying it with the duck fat, which does the same kind of concept, but it's not that full submerged.
And you put this right here for a second while you do that.
Yep.
Get the finishing sauce to go on it.
And we got our fire still going on the Santa Maria.
So we're just going with regular kosher salt to finish off. Because this is just salt and pepper today. And that's that. Just like that.
There she wrote. Back to the rib fry.
How's that coming along there, sir?
It's coming along well. It's coming along well. Just trying to get that, last bit of tenderness in. Oil went down to about 10 degrees relative to what it was a little earlier. So just letting these guys in here a little longer.
Can you turn it up? Or are you good?
No, we're good. We're good. I got about 1.5 batches left to do.
No questions?
Julie says, dog, can you make a compound duck fat like you would with the compound butter? Never use duck fat.
I don't play with duck fat that much. You could do it though, I guess.
Yeah. It solidifies just like regular fat.
Yeah. I mean, if you like it like that, go for it.
Yeah. We'll see what you can.
Go. She's like, but Dad,
I know.
I want that bone.
We've got a puppy who's sitting here. She just wants to be in.
She's like, I want the bone. Can I have
Right?
the bone?
What are you getting that temp at on the fryer?
375 on the oil is what we're targeting. 375 for the oil. The ribs, we're not temping the ribs. The ribs are already done. We're just making them super tender and crispy.
Gordon Farmer's Forge is asking, have you tried beef dripping on your meat? Gordon, what
Yes.
do you understand the question? Okay.
Yeah,
So
'cause
he
you can
says
take,
yes.
You can take beef fat when it gets like really hot and pour on your beef or whatever, and it helps to crisp up and give flavor and all of that stuff.
There you go. So yes, you can.
Sometimes people, when they do beef ribs, they'll take beef tallow and put beef tallow over top of the ribs while they're on the smoker too.
Just doing an audio check. Can y'all hear Alton speaking right now? I'm not sure if you could hear his commentary or not. Loud and clear. Thank you. Thank you, Wanda. Thank you, Suda Scott.
Okay, yeah. I was just trying to, for a while, I was trying to get
Yeah, add herbs, garlic seasoning to the duck fat. Absolutely. Absolutely. That would be good.
smoke from it.
Heck, you could even cut some butter into the duck fat. Have the best of both worlds. Look at that.
Let's put some smoke on
That's a it was all right.
So this is how many? 6 racks total?
6 racks.
Oh,
Yeah.
6 racks, yeah. So this is 6
okay, never
racks.
mind. Yeah, hit it with the smoke on.
So it'll you know go very quickly actually. Are we putting any sauce on the ribs?
We will.
Yeah. Are we doing sauce?
We're gonna do burnt ends.
We typically don't do sauce, so
We're making these like wings, so we're gonna go sauce. We're gonna go
oh,
burnt
there
ends
you
today.
go.
Let me grab those actually.
Lone Wolf, we need a bigger porch too for the barbecues. Trust that. If I could only choose one cooker between flat top griddle and a Dawgfatha, which one would Alton choose? Flat top griddle or a Dawgfatha. So Bobby wants to know if you could only choose one, flat top or a Dawgfatha, which do you pick?
I think it depends on your cooking style.
Yeah, he says he thinks it depends on your cooking style. Because there's a lot of things on a flat top that you can do on a Dawgfatha, but you know, certain things like pancakes would be a little
I mean, you could do it on there.
troubling, but yeah. I think you definitely get more options on the Dawgfatha.
You want to show the sausage?
Hey, Vincente. So Fed is making ribs for us. He's frying some ribs up. You want me to- Ow. Let me show you some of these sauces that we got. So, if you guys are anywhere near a Buc-ee's or you just want to go online and look for these sauces, they are amazing. Look at the artwork on them. They are hot. They are all spicy. And they've got all different flavors to suit whatever you're looking for. So we've got the Reaper Gold, which is a Carolina mustard. We've got the White Wraith, which is an Alabama white sauce. We've got the Fatal Mango, which is my favorite. That is, it's got a sweet and it's got the spicy on the side. And then you got the Reverse Sear, which is the barbecue sauce. They all have a nice heat to them. So they are an amazing array of sauces. Vince says you look like Kamal Bell.
Vince?
Yes, Vincent, yeah. That's
Vince,
funny.
what's going on?
Man.
Vince, you need to come to Texas and run to a Buc-ee's. They are amazing. You know that Fed has to go home and look up who Kamal Bell is.
You don't know who he is?
No.
He's a comedian slash political commentarist.
Yeah.
I just made up a word there, yes.
Commentarist?
Commentarist. Commentator, thank
Oh,
you.
okay.
Thank
I
you.
said, you know what I meant.
I made up a word.
So guys, we got the beef ribs going, or the pork ribs going in the beef fat, and man, it's smelling right. It's smelling right. What are you guys doing? The game's what, about 20 minutes away or so. You know, hey, who's drinking? Who's drinking what? I know y'all aren't just spending your time sitting here watching us. I know y'all got some partying going on. What you doing? What's going on? Talk to us. Let us know. Vince, you should be here. I'm just saying. You should be here. You shouldn't be over there on the East Coast. Home is right here. So come on back home, bro.
Yeah, I was
We
about to say, she talking about if you can come to Texas, go to Buc-ee's. I'm like, if you make it to Buc-ee's, he might as well just come over
I
here.
mean,
Right.
You know, because
True,
hey,
true.
we got a bottle we got to open that we waiting for you, Vince. We holding that bottle just for you, bro.
So Julie, isn't Buc-ee's a chain of gas stations and markets? It is. It's an amazing
That's right. It's a gas
major gas station, but it
how
has
you
a
feel about gas
huge
stations.
market inside with all different kinds of bakery goods and candies and fudges
No,
and all kinds of
there's-
stuff.
I learned this now. Okay.
Okay.
So there's gas stations and there's Buc-ee's.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
It's a big difference.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So Bobby wants to know who made the Dawgfatha and are they available for purchase?
So a good buddy of ours is making. He's the one that made this one. And I'll have to check to see if he's still, because he's made some amazing looking Dawgfathas. And, you know, you've heard me talk about Fiesta brand seasoning products, and a friend of mine that's an actual distributor, they had one of these built, that looks absolutely phenomenal. It's got the Fiesta girl on it and the flowers and the whole nine. He does some really good work, but I'll have to check and find out if he is still doing that, because I know at one point he stopped doing that, and they're branching out doing some things with smokers, backyard smokers, and things of that nature. But no, I'll find out, Bobby. That's Bobby Catton.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
find out.
Yeah. So I'm going back to these sauces, Wanda, so you can look at them. They actually are available online. I'm showing it to you so you can see the name, but they are available online. If you do a search for the names, you can find them. I'm trying to see if the actual sauce website on here. Oh, there you go, right there. BurntEndSauces.com. So you absolutely can order them online. Okay? And make sure you get that fatal mango. Man, I tell you what, I make Caesar salad and I put that in my Caesar dressing, and it's amazing. Vincent says, as soon as this COVID settles down, I'm on my way. Yep. Chico Gomez, sup, big dog?
What's up?
Hey, Madwood.
Trying to get this finished, man, so we can relax. We've been at it all day.
Tito's with soda and lemon, yum. Vince is working on a mini jug.
Yeah. All right, got this last batch going in.
Hey, Dutch. George Martinez is our official countdown. 51 minutes until.
Wait, Daddy Dutch is in the
Yes.
You want to show Daddy Dutch his cooking?
All right. Look at what you can't have.
Which you can't have.
There's the Santa Maria.
Show them what we did on.
All right. So we still got a little heat going on here.
You can't.
Sneak
Not
peek.
really, but yeah.
You get the sneak peek. So, Mexican for Golovkin, thanks for your videos. You've taught this newbie so much about smoking meat.
Nice. Appreciate that.
Ichana, what kind of food is this? So that is cowboy steaks?
Cowboy steaks. So we have a couple of cowboy steaks on. We got some, these are grilled and now beef tallow fried pork ribs. And we've got some, what do we have? We made some pigs in a blanket. We made some queso, some smoked queso. We got some smoked bacon mac and cheese. We got loaded, what was it, loaded potato salad, baked potato salad?
Yep. Yep. So, Uncle Steve, we see you here. You are completely represented here today.
Yeah.
You are completely represented from the, there we go.
There it is.
There we go. From the smoke bomb on the crescent roll wrapped hot dogs to the pulled pork with the the pork.
We did a pork
The pig
butt.
powder. Pig
We
powder.
did the competition pig powder on a pork butt. We put the smoke bomb on some fried ribs. We actually, if Rome is, because Rome pops in often, we
Right.
use some of the barbecue Texas chapter on the chicken. So yeah, man, we put it in here today. And because we did a double layer on these ribs, because we actually we had to represent NTBA as well.
There you go.
So we put some NTBA smoke shake on here, and then dusted them with some smoke bomb from Uncle Steve. So yeah, man, absolutely.
So let me swing back up to this question. I lost the question.
About 3 minutes.
I lost the person asking the question. Where did you get the beef tallow from?
So beef tallow, we typically make our beef tallow if you've watched the videos, we trim the brisket. You guys freak out because we're aggressively trimming brisket, but we know we're using it for other things. We save that fat and we make the beef tallow with it. We take the meat that's from those trimmings and we'll make, carne asada or what have you, or we may just take it all and grind it and make burgers. But anyway, so that's how we make the beef tallow. Is we get the fat from all of our trimmings from brisket. We keep accumulating until we decide we're going to put it in the smoker and make some smoked beef tallow and rend it down ourselves. or we put it in a crock pot or a Dutch oven, put it in the oven ourselves. This particular batch I actually got from a friend of mine, the same guy that's created those sauces you saw there, burnt ends. I went over and picked up some beef tallow from him because I didn't have time to make beef tallow this week. So we got some beef tallow from him. And so this is what we got. We used 4 containers. And this is what we've got left. We've got 2. Actually, one more is in the house. So we got 3 containers of beef tallow here. And
You see how clean
you can
filtered
see,
that
I was
is?
just going to say that. If you're paying
Look at that.
attention, you can see that this beef tallow is completely white.
Look at that.
So that means you got it clean. When you got the trimmings done, you got that meat off of the fat, and it's just pure fat that you rendered down. And so that's what we got here.
About to pull these last little bits off here in a few minutes.
Yes, sir.
Got that last bit of tenderness on them. And yeah, what did you say earlier? Yeah, 6 racks. Got a nice filled pan for us right here.
Andrew says, thanks for helping me with ribs on the pellet grill. Love your content.
Who said that?
Andrew Cataract.
Thank you, Andrew. Really do appreciate that.
Cypress Blue says, what is the smoke bomb like?
It's like,
And then all that
It's
smoke
not
you
like
get after.
and then not smoke. No, it's good. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's got a great smokiness to it. It's got the salt to it. It's got the pepper to it. It's just a really good flavor. So we're down to the end of these beef ribs here. I keep saying because it's beef tallow, bro.
Okay, on my fault. Okay. Kind of like that pig brisket in your last video.
Man. Yeah, man.
Let's see. So, Kiwi Patriot, hey from Auckland, New Zealand. Love your work. Go Buccaneers. Lone Wolf wants to know, what filter are you using for the fat?
What filter? You just straight
Yeah.
through some cheesecloth or
Yeah.
sieve or whatever.
Yeah. And basically what'll end up happening is all the meat particles, whatever, will go to the bottom anyways. So as you let it cool, it'll settle at the bottom, and you can separate it that way too.
If it's better, you can dump it back in that pan over there.
Oh, no, that's good.
Yes, definitely great with the jug, Ralph.
So that's that, huh?
Yeah.
Sir, do we need to put
Pass
that
one
on
of
the
those
pit to keep
ribs.
them warm?
Nah, I think it's enough.
You sure?
Yeah.
Anytime he makes a suggestion,
Oh.
it's really is what he's wanting
Yeah,
you
you're
to
right.
do.
Yeah, you've been married to him.
Because we have those filled, right?
Yes, you
Yeah.
do.
All right, so I thought you would be different. I'll just
Okay. You're right. You're right.
We're gonna start up the silverback.
Okay, we're starting up the silverback if you guys want to watch.
Watch him hit the button.
Right.
Yeah, watch me hit the
Get ready. Wait, hold on. Exercise that finger first.
There you go.
When will Alton be starting his meat business? When will you be starting your meat business?
We're working on it. Stay there. We're working on it.
We're working on it. Jason says, just wanted to let you know I've watched many channels on brisket and beef ribs, and you have the best content. Thank you, big
Thank
homie.
you, man. Appreciate that.
I appreciate that. He works very hard at this. Tampa or KC? So,
TV 12?
KC.
so we got it's a mixed house. It is a mixed house. Daddy Dutch wants to know, why is Mr. Jones doing all the work today, earning his Super Bowl food?
Pretty much.
Trying to get his job back?
Right.
Yeah, trying to get my job back. You know what happened last night.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
what, apprentice and training?
Yeah.
Honestly, all three of us have been doing our separate parts and stuff, so he just has the one that lasted a little longer. What's up, Dawgfatha? Cheers from Puerto Rico. Edwin.
Boricua. Wepa. All right.
Just listen.
I know, right? Watchelo. Here we go. We got mad skill, and look at the product placement there. The drip can. The unintentional. Ralph says, last night was fun. I'll tell you what, these boys were so tired. eating their burgers. They barely can finish it.
I might want to back up because it's going to be really thick.
All right, here comes the smoke. So, you know how Alton always tells you that white smoke, you shouldn't see smoke on a grill? Well, this is the only time you should, when it's first starting up.
So all of this thick white smoke, because you know questions might come. This is absolutely normal. This is the startup sequence for a lot of pellet smokers. You got a fire pot in there that pellets are dumping into and a heating rod, and so it's starting to smolder. And you'll know once the fire catches, and then it's the time to go ahead and close the grill. But right now, this is that thick white smoke you absolutely don't want. And if you hear it, I think it just kicked in. It sounds like an afterburner. And so now you can hear, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but now it'll clear out the smoke because now we're actually burning inside the fire pot there.
So Dutch wants to know any way you can get Federico and Alton to do some dancing pre-game. I tell you what, they've been dancing all over this patio, trying not to bump into each other as they're working through the different devices.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kenny Campbell says, just came across your page and man, does that look good. Did you make that barbecue deep fryer or purchase it? He's talking about the Dawgfatha.
Oh, the Dawgfatha. The Dawgfatha is a custom build.
It is a custom build.
Too good.
So Small Town
Drop
Barbecue
it
says,
down.
you should see my brisket. As
How
whole
long
brisket
ago?
passes the Ben Test 100. Awesome. Small Town, Instagram him that picture. Let him see it.
What?
He likes to see Small Town Barbecue. He's saying you should see my brisket.
Yeah, send it
Yeah.
to Instagram or Facebook.
Send it to Instagram. Show him. He'd love to see it.
So basically, we just fired this thing up. We got it on 180 degrees just to keep it warm. 180 is the lowest this thing will go. So that's what this is going to be doing right now. And man, we got everything done. And we're 4:55, man.
There you go. That's about all the dancing y'all gonna see.
Yeah.
There
Did you
you
see
go.
that? Got a little hip action there?
There
Yeah,
we
right.
go.
All right. I just lost it. Let's see. Small Town. His Instagram is DawgfathasBBQ.
Everything's the same.
Everything is the same name. Same name as YouTube. Yes, please.
Miss G, why don't you go over there next to the Dawgfatha? All right. Oh, man. There he is. The man, the myth, the
You
legend.
gonna take these in, please?
Yep.
Take all of these thermometers and all this Inkbird, Smartro,
All right.
flame balls.
Pause while we get reset up, y'all.
So, yeah. You can handle that box, Nick?
Do you want me to bring you more drink?
I'm good right now.
You can't. Are you turning it around?
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm going to. Right now, I'm just looking at you. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So what are we doing here, bro?
Woo. I'm trying to get that smoke out of my eyes. Let me go ahead and flip this real quick.
Man, what smoke you seeing?
Yeah, bro.
Let's go. Bring it over because turn it this way. This way.
Oh, shit.
You good?
All right.
You good. Of course, you know you got it over there, so we can't do anything with the chop.
Wow.
So
Well, if I get any closer, bro, it's
no, it's fine. All right, let's see. Anybody say anything here? Because you know, it's the cameraman over here. So cameraman, you did a good job, bro.
All right, appreciate you, brother.
All right.
Actually,
Listen.
taste the food first, then tell me I did a good job.
Hey man, sometimes it don't taste like you might want it to, but you put yourself through the paces today, so
That's
it's all
true.
good. If it's nasty, it's all right. We'll call one of the kids and have them bring some food tonight.
Yeah, they
So-
all at work.
Yeah. All right, so let's see what's going on. She see my biscuit. Okay, got it. Keep scrolling.
What brand of pellets you use?
What brand of pellets? So predominantly I use B&B brand pellets. Are you here to stay now?
No, you asked. I'm good.
No,
I'll be bouncing it. Yeah.
Are you here? No, are you here to stay?
Moderate, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna moderate.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we don't have to scroll anymore. Cool. Look at this right here. All right. So, pellets. Predominantly, I use B&B brand pellets. I am affiliated with B&B, and they send me tons of pellets and briquettes and things of that nature. So the B&B brand is what I typically use. I do also get pellets from LonestarGrillz, as well as TheDawgfatha, simply because of the affiliation. I do use the TheDawgfatha pellets when I do live streams on the TheDawgfatha page, which will be happening. We'll be out here next Sunday.
That is right.
Valentine's Day. Next Sunday, we're going to be out here doing a live stream for TheDawgfatha, and we'll be using their pellets on the TheDawgfatha Silverback. So, B&B predominantly, but I do use some other pellets, LonestarGrillz sometimes, and TheDawgfatha.
So Lone Wolf wants to know, do you have any home smoke barbecue?
Home
smoke
barbecue? I'm assuming that's a brand.
That's what it sounds like.
I haven't had that before.
Sean Buffert wants to know.
Wait, you said home smoke barbecue?
Home smoke barbecue.
So
Do
I don't
you
know if
have
it's
any home
no,
smoke barbecue?
I don't know what that is. I'm not sure.
So Sean Buffert wants to know, what's your recommendation for digital thermostats?
The thermometer. So, I use this ThermoPro. I have a few of these. I actually have these in my Amazon store. If you don't have one and you're looking for one, go to in the links down in the description box. You'll see a link for my link tree. When you go to that link tree, you'll see all my different links that can take you to different products or whatever that I am affiliated with. And if there's a discount code there, absolutely use the discount code. But ThermoPro, I like to use this one here is the TP19H. I also use the TP20 for these styles of thermometers. I actually use today. We use the Inkbird for monitoring on the reverse sear of our cowboy steaks. So the Inkbirds I use, as well as the Flame Boss. I use that as well, and what else? Tapiq. So I use quite a few different things, but these guys right here, guys, I'm gonna tell you, any of you guys are getting into the barbecue grilling and this and that and the other, make sure you have these. And these are pretty inexpensive. We're talking $20 for these.
Yeah.
These guys, they're not. I've got some higher dollar, some way higher dollar thermometers, but yeah, this is what you want. I think you got that.
So Lone Wolf is saying that home smoke actually builds grills. Okay. So Mona says, "Good morning, dog for the young man and camera woman. I'm Mona. What are we cooking today and what on? What are we cooking today and what on?"
Mona, you missed all the good stuff, right? But hey, welcome. Glad you're popping on and hanging out with us here before the big game. But no, so what we did was we did ribs today. That's the main focus of what we did. We put ribs on our Santa Maria grill with post oak wood, and we grilled the ribs, and then we deep fried them in beef tallow. I keep looking over here and it's over here. But we fried them in beef tallow. So that's what we did with the ribs. We also did a reverse sear on a couple of Actually, yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking over here.
You can't be tripping.
So anyway, no, we just reverse seared a couple of cowboy steaks as well. So we actually put those on our TheDawgfatha Silverback Alpha. We smoked them to 80 degrees, flipped them over, smoked them up to 110 degrees, pulled them off, and then we put them on our Santa Maria to finish them off, to sear them off. And so that's what we did with the proteins today. And then we did, what did we do? We have pigs in the blanket. They went on our Yoder YS640 pellet smoker. As well as right now we have smoked queso and smoked bacon mac and cheese on the Yoder YS640. What else did we do? Overnight we ran our LonestarGrillz Kamado cooker, and we did a couple of pork butts. So we made some pulled pork for this morning's breakfast for Real deal Holyfield taco. Why don't you go explain about the tacos, man?
Man, no real deal. Oh, and wait, wasn't that was that some homemade bacon?
Homemade
that we
bacon.
had on
That's
there?
right.
Oh man,
Homemade
so
bacon.
you know the Dawgfatha and Mr. Dawgfatha had some homemade bacon. We had some butter tortillas, refried beans, and
With that bacon mixed in.
with the bacon mixed in, and a slice of thick cut bacon. Then we went
Topped it
ahead.
with an egg.
We topped it with an egg. I like mine a little runny. What do they call that? Sunny side up. Okay. And so we put that on top. Man, it was delicious. Mr. Dawgfatha here thought I'd be asleep by now. As you can see, I'm still awake. But yeah, delicious. Great start of the day.
Absolutely, absolutely. And if you guys have not tried making your own bacon, homemade bacon, definitely go to my page, go to my YouTube page, click on videos, and in that search window, pop in bacon, and you'll see a video on how to make your own homemade bacon. Really good stuff. I do really feel like once you make your own homemade bacon, you probably won't go buy bacon anymore.
It's really good, y'all.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
So George wants to know if we sell caps or shirts. He'd love to buy and represent.
Oh,
Just tell him how.
Caps and shirts. So here's in George, you said?
George.
George. So George, here's the deal. I do have shirts and caps, but I need to get another order placed. Hopefully I can get that done this week. So I don't have any here at the moment that I can get out to you. But what I do have is, again, down in the description box, you'll be able to see my link to I was going to say Teespring, but I'm not using Teespring anymore. It's, gosh, I forgot the name of it right now. It's a shirt, Spreadshirt. So
Spreadshop.
Spreadshop. I'm sorry. I'm set up with Spreadshop, so you can go in there and look and see what we have in there, and that's shipped directly to you. So definitely check them out. If you don't see anything that you like there, and you'd like to get a shirt from me or whatever, or a hat, then definitely just hit me up in Gmail or Instagram and let me know. And definitely I'll be trying to get some orders placed here in the next week or so, hopefully in the next week or so. And then it might be probably a week or two before we get those in. So that's where we're at now.
All right, so Matthew Lee wants to know, how strong is the smoke flavor with the B&B pellets?
Oh,
I
good.
know pellets will never be as good as stick burners, but I want some smoke flavor. Otherwise, I just use an oven.
Right. So here's the thing. You're definitely going to get a good smoke flavor with B&B, and I'm glad you asked that, because not all pellets are created equal. You have some. I'm not going to put any names to this, but there's some brands out there that don't make their pellets with the wood it says it is. So, for instance, I like using post oak. So if I buy post oak pellets from B&B, it's actually made from their post oak wood. It's not made from alder and then flavored to be post oak or any other wood flavored to be what it's advertised to be. It's actually made from that wood. So B&B does work pretty well for getting a good smoke flavor. And for the additional smoke flavor, if you look again on the channel, the video I just put out for making pulled pork, I had the smoke tube in there. The smoke tube really does help you get a little bit more smoke flavor into whatever you're cooking. So absolutely, you can get a good, decent smoke flavor. Is it going to be the same as your offset? Probably not, but you can make it manageable and make it work. So absolutely.
All right, so the next question, or Pseudo Scott says, just want to say thanks for the content. I followed your videos for brisket, tri-tip, and pork ribs with amazing results. Top work.
Nice.
Yep.
Thank you.
So Sean comes back with, I'm worried about securing my trailer offset. What do you recommend?
Securing your trailer offset, security, man, just put a lock on it. I know that like Ryan builds those big backline smokers.
Yeah.
And man, they're big on just putting a really good lock on it, so that you can keep it to where it's not going to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I would do. That's what I'm going to do when I get mine. Every trailer I've had, I've always made sure I put a really good padlock on it, or I'm struggling to remember the name of those big locks that they put on there right now. But as long as you have a good lock, don't cut corners on it. Get a good lock. It should be good to go.
So WR Neela says, my girlfriend just wants burnt ends, not a full brisket. Do they sell the point by itself, or would I be better off with a chuck roast or other cut?
So you do here. I'm not sure where you're at, but I know here they do sell flats and they sell points. Problem that I have is that they're so expensive. You know, because you're paying them for trimming that down and pulling out the point, separating the point from the flat, and then they pass that charge on to you. So often I see points being sold for the same price like about a whole brisket for. So what I would tell you is that if you're on different ends and you don't mind, buy a whole brisket, separate it out if you want to, and then cook the point, and then save the flat to cook for something else. You know, if that's not what you want to do and you don't want to go and spend that much money, yeah, try doing poor man's burnt ends and get you a good chuck roast that's got some good marbling. I know that our local Costco, they sell choice cut chuck roast, which you can probably make poor man burnt ends with. So try that. See what happens.
So Callie Rado says, do you ever barbecue the same cuts of meat with different barbecue styles? Kansas City, Texas, Georgia, Carolinas. What's your favorite style?
Whatever I'm cooking that day. No, I do like to play around. Brisket, for instance, yeah, I'll play around with different rubs and different ways, and maybe try it on the pit barrel cooker, put it on a pellet smoker, put it on a Weber kettle, put it on a Kamado, put it on an offset. Different flavor profiles. Lower and slower, hot and fast. I've played around with a lot of different things. Just because it keeps it fun and fresh to you. It's something. If I was just gonna take my Ultra Q, slap it on the Kamado, put a brisket on, and go to sleep, and I did that every day, might as well use the oven. But every now and then it's not a big deal. It's pretty cool to be able to do that because you know what? Sometimes you want to sleep. At night. But no, I do like to play around with different things. I will say for brisket, my favorite is always going to be Central Texas salt and pepper. I'm just that flavor that I achieve with the salt and pepper is just I like it. But I also do like East Carolina, or I'm saying East Carolina, but any of the Carolina there's I don't know if you know this, but there's a difference between the Carolina barbecues. So you have like the Eastern Carolina and then the Western. So anyway, I like that whole hog chopped up with the vinegar sauce and all that. I like all of that stuff. So I'm not too super into the sweet barbecues. So getting that brown sugar and molasses and all that. I'm not really into that.
I love it.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
Spicy and sweet.
On occasion, maybe. Yeah. No, I don't really like it that much all the time.
So we're having a love fest in the chat right now for Uncle Steve's seasonings, talking about Gator Shake on eggs. And
Yeah.
Oh, I saw somebody talking about Gator Shake. I was wondering what that was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the smoked. And then if he ships to Canada and all that.
Okay.
So lots of stuff. Sweets.
Whoever said that, if you order from Uncle Steve, make sure you get his new dessert shake too.
Yes, check out the dessert.
I haven't had it yet, but it's coming. It's coming.
It's gotta be
It's
good.
coming. Everybody I know says, dude, you gotta get it. So the people I know that use Uncle Steve's, if they say to get it,
You get it?
you get it.
All right.
You get it. That's a new commercial. That's a Timberland.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was Timberland.
Well,
I
this is
said
all the
Eddie
football
Murphy.
stuff is about to start. So.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know. I was wondering how much commercials, because a lot of companies pulled out. Well, some big name companies pulled out.
IBM didn't. Yeah. So Oscar is saying that your stuff is very instructive. And
Thanks.
let's see, Russ is saying how he just got my smoker a few weeks ago. Love the videos. Keep the content coming.
Nice.
Ryan says, experimented with smoking, then drying hot peppers this year. Turned out great. Agree with
Nice.
trying new stuff. Keep it interesting.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, guys. Step out there and try something new. And like I said, if you ruin it, you ruin it. It's not the end of the world. Like we said earlier, you said, well, man, we'll see how it tastes. And I said, hey, if it tastes bad, we'll just get a burger or something. It's all good. So
No questions. We're all caught up.
we're all caught up. All right. All right, so
We got 78 people in the chat.
78. Do we have 78
We have
for real?
78 people
That's
in
what
here.
the numbers are?
Yes.
Oh, I can't see it. It's
78.
white up there.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
why
in the
it's
sky.
yeah.
80. Wow.
So add your questions, guys, if you have any questions.
Yeah. What
Gator
questions?
Shake. And Bloody Marys. Oh, yeah, I can see that.
So have you guys seen? Okay, so we used to do these barbecue calls, and we put out the feelers and see who all wants to go, and we'd end up caravanning out to do all these I think the one that I'm thinking of in particular, we did a 2-day barbecue crawl. It was a Saturday and a Sunday. We did the hill
Yep.
country.
Yep.
We drove all over the hill country in Texas, and then we did basically in Austin on a Sunday. So we went all over. We went to, what was it, 7 or 8 places in
Something
one
like
day,
that, yeah.
and then we went back and did another 5 or 6 on
Local.
the Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we went to a place that's no longer in business, but we went to this place and they had these awesome Bloody Marys, where the Bloody Marys came out, and they had you could get it with a big slice of brisket on top of it, or it had a big sausage on
No,
the
not
side.
or.
No, it
and
was all three.
It
Well,
was
it
you
depends,
had
yeah,
you had a
yeah.
rib, you had
Right,
brisket,
You
had
could
sausage.
get whatever your protein, or you could get it with each one of the proteins. And so, man, when
20
you say
bucks.
Bloody Mary, that's the first thing
Yep.
I think about. I don't think about the little Bloody Mary.
Yeah,
I
it was-
think of Texas, because everything in Texas
gorgeous.
is bigger,
The
right?
Trinity, that's
So
what they call it.
yeah, but they had this Bloody Mary with
Oh my
all this
gosh.
barbecue on top of it. And it was just, I could see spending. If I was I don't like Bloody Marys though, but
Yeah.
if I was a Bloody Mary drinker, I could see spending $20.
Yeah, it was 20 bucks.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, so Russ wants to know any tips for smoking salmon?
Ooh, smoking
Somebody asked that
salmon.
yet?
What's up from Southern Maryland?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so because we were just talking about what is the full name for lox? Do you remember?
I have to look it up.
No,
I
we
can't
told me
remember,
that.
but Jean has gotten into making
Gravlox, isn't it?
Gravlox. That's right. She's gotten into making that, and so she puts together her cure, and it goes in the fridge for a couple days, 2-3 days, I think it is.
Yeah, depending on how thick it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and we were talking about what we probably should do the next time she does that is pull some out and do a cold smoke. And so I think what we'll do is we'll put it on the Weber kettle, and we'll put it on one side, and we'll put a tray of ice underneath it because it's hot. It gets hot now. When it's cold, it's real easy. You don't have to do any of that. You can just put it in there, put the smoke tube in, whatever, and go. But if you're in a warmer climate, I'm thinking put a tray of ice underneath your fish, and then on the opposite side, get your smoke tube with pellets going.
Okay.
Whatever, so that you don't have a lot of heat, but you get the smoke.
Right.
And I think we're going to do that with salmon. I think that'll work out really well.
We already did it once.
Did we?
Yeah, we
I know we
did.
did cheese. We did your brie
We did
cheese.
the salmon at the same time as the cheese.
Did
Because
we?
remember we did the salmon and you were like, oh hey, why don't you throw some cheese in too?
I
Yep,
forgot.
we
I don't
totally
think I
did
ate any of that salmon. She loves it that much.
Me
That's a whole
and the
different
child
question.
ate. We killed it.
Yeah.
We've killed like 3 now,
Yeah.
maybe 4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But no, that would be a good smoke job.
it was
Yeah.
a good.
If you're not making the gravlox, then you just season it with some dill, some lemon maybe, salt, pepper, garlic maybe. Pop it on, and what is it? 145, I think. 145 for fish.
Pretty
For
low.
Dennis.
Yeah. Smoke it up to that, and probably I would go a little under. If it says 145, I'd probably go for 137 or so and pop it, because of the fact that the rest carry over.
Gotcha.
And that way because one thing about salmon, at least for me, I don't want it to be too done. You know what I mean? And I want it to be nice and flaky, whatever. So, yeah, I would probably try that.
And I want it as close to raw as possible.
Yeah, she
I don't eat salmon, so I'm good.
All right,
You know what's
so
good with salmon too? Before we tarragon mayonnaise, if you guys have not made that,
Yeah.
get you some shallots and chop shallots finely. Saute them a little bit in some butter, just to get them translucent. Add some white wine in there and some chopped up tarragon. And then, and when I say wine, you're probably going to put in a cup or so, maybe even a cup and a half, and reduce it down. Once you reduce that down, you strain it out and put it into mayonnaise, and then chop some more fresh tarragon into that and mix that up. Man, that is really some tarragon mayonnaise is really good with salmon. So.
Okay.
So Mario wants to know what's your least favorite thing about barbecuing?
Least favorite thing about barbecue.
Probably cleaning up, right?
Cleaner does suck.
Cleaning up
If you have to pick something, I would say cleaning up.
Cleaner does suck.
Because I was just
But
saying,
you get
it's
your
fun.
little flame torch going and just burn it on
Yeah.
the crisp.
Yeah, but it's also all the cleanup and putting stuff away. And But no, you know what I think, honestly, the part that really sucks is when you know, you've done this long, cook overnight and all that, and you hit the wall.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
you hit the wall and you're just dead tired, you know, and for me, it's one of those where, okay, let me go hit a nap, and I get, you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours, I'm good. All right, what are we cooking now?
Right.
You know,
right.
but that, just getting to that part where you hit the wall, for me, I'm just like, oh, that just sucks.
Yeah.
So, but outside of that, no, it's fine, man. You're always, you know, doing something new, and you get, and this is why, you know, people say, well, why do you need so many grills? And, well, because you like to play around and do different things, you know?
Yeah.
Make different things. You know, it's funny because I started off, I had the Yoder Y640, I had the 480, then the 640, and that was it for the longest time. And now I've gotten into getting some other cookers, and it's pretty cool because you now have more tools that are pellet smokers that you can actually cook different things at different temperatures at the same time.
Right.
You know, so.
Oh my god. Mona said, oh my gosh, just listening to the description of mayonnaise is verbal seduction.
Watch
I gotta
out.
go get me a
out now.
lettuce. How many times do you think people have told you that your voice is just deep and sexy?
Man, I don't get it.
How many times?
I don't either.
Somebody said, could I just make a video of reading Christmas stories? And I was like, really?
I wouldn't want that.
I don't get it. So, anyway, moving on.
Ralph is inviting you to Corpus.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
Bobby's.
haven't been down to Corpus in a while. We need to go down to Port Aransas
Right.
and Lockport and do some fishing, man. Get some redfish. Put some redfish on the grill.
Right.
Stuffed redfish. Stuffed it with some crab meat. Man, come on.
Russ says he's going to swing back around and check out the videos to see what y'all did. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, Russ. Hey, appreciate you dropping in. It's 57 minutes we've been on. We got another 3 minutes or so. We
Got some good questions coming in.
Yeah?
So Steve wants to know, why do you remove the membrane from ribs?
The
Is it
membrane?
really
The
necessary?
membrane? They said it again?
Is it really necessary?
Say it again?
Do you gotta?
Do you gotta?
Do you gotta?
Do you got? You want to go ahead and answer this since we did this today?
We learned
With
it.
the membrane?
Well, we didn't remove it today,
Oh,
though.
you want to explain? Or you want me to?
Because you had to make that
I'm
decision
still
whether
learning.
to do it or
All right.
not.
Yeah, we had to make
So
a
here we go.
decision,
And what was the name? I'm sorry?
This was Steve Kennan.
Steve, do you have to remove the membrane? No, you don't have to. Here's the thing. When we're talking, I'm speaking about pork ribs here, okay? If I'm just making a couple of racks of ribs, I may go ahead and pull the membranes off. If I'm making, 20 racks of ribs, 30 racks of, I'm not pulling all the membranes. Today we cooked 6 racks of St. Louis cut ribs. We didn't pull membranes today. What we did was we scored them. One of the reasons was because I knew we were going to deep fry these afterwards anyway, so I wasn't concerned about the membranes. If I'm not deep frying and I'm doing, like I said, mass amounts of ribs and smoking them, I score them really well because that gives them the opportunity to draw back, release the fats, also absorb the smoke through where the membranes have been scored and everything. And you really don't even know it's there afterwards when you go and eat it. You hear a lot of people say things like, oh, it's like chewing leather. And you really don't have that. If you score them really well, you don't really need to. At least that's what I find. Also, sometimes, like say for using on the pit barrel cooker, it depends on the cooker. Pit barrel cooker, the ribs are hanging. And if you pull the membranes, sometimes if you get these ribs like really super tender, they'll break apart and fall in your cooker. So sometimes it's okay to have that membrane there, but you know what? It's preference. I'll tell you don't. You don't have to. The next person to say no, you absolutely have to pull them off. Best thing for you to do is just try it your way. Try it either way. See what works for you.
So WR Neelis wants to know, what are some good sides I can make on the smoker while the main cook is going?
Ooh. Well, beans are always a good one. Put some beans on. Corn, the corn casserole dish that you like to do is a good one to slap on.
Brussels sprouts, bacon.
Brussels sprouts and bacon with some brown sugar, maybe a little bit of onions and some peppers. That's always a good one. Smoked veg.
I was just about to say that. Smoked veg. Yeah,
smoked
that's
veg.
really good.
It was some broccoli, some squash, some
oh man,
cauliflower in there.
That's some delicious
mushrooms.
stuff.
That type of thing is always a good one.
The green beans, when you have the whole green beans.
Yeah, the green
those are
beans
good.
wrapped in bacon
Yeah,
too sometimes.
yeah.
That one's a good one. Geez, what else? Potatoes you can always put on. And then finish them off on high heat, especially when you get the little small potatoes.
Okay. Yeah.
And you can parboil them,
Okay.
pop them on the grill, and if you have a griddle, like those little flat griddle things you can put in the grill, get that nice and hot, and you kind of smash them. You kind of smash so they get a crust.
Yeah.
You kind of smash them, get a crust, get that salt on there, get the pepper on there, the garlic on there, hit it with some rosemary, some butter.
Okay.
That stuff is really good.
Don't forget your cobblers. You get a good dessert going too.
Desserts,
Or a dump.
Yeah, dumps and cobblers are always good. But yeah.
Shane says on the half shell redfish.
Yeah.
On the half shell redfish? What that means.
Who is that?
I know.
Looks like it's starting.
Oh, that's.
Oh,
I can't.
Vince
think of his
Lombardi?
name. Yes, that was Vince Lombardi.
Oh yeah.
That's Vince Lombardi.
So it's time for us to wrap this up here.
Yeah.
Game's coming on. Appreciate you guys for coming out here. Let's take a couple more questions and then we're gonna bounce out of here.
Ryan wants to know, what are your thoughts on using a water tray? When do you think they're a must?
Water tray. I don't know if they're ever really a must. I think it's a preference thing. If you are concerned about humidity, not enough humidity in your cooker, and your meat's gonna get too dry, it's up to you if you wanna do that. I'm not gonna tell you that you actually have to do it, but hey, go for it. Do some cooks without it and see if it really matters for you. So, all right, guys. I think we're gonna get out of here. We appreciate you guys for popping in, hanging out with us on the big game day. Hey, as always, it's fun getting out here cooking on Barbecue Boulevard, Pellet Grill Plaza, and Grill Top Way. So that's right. We got the Dawgfatha jerseys on today.
I got this
And
polo.
he's
I'm
representing
professional.
the polo.
I'm being a little professional today,
So, hey guys, whatever you do tonight, stay safe, and hopefully you enjoy the game with your friends, family, and everybody. But stay safe, be responsible, don't drink and drive, have fun.
Have a great time.
Great time, and we'll see you in the next video. All right. Peace.